For dinner tonight, I am making Tuscan chicken dump bake for the boys. We have everything right here. We're gonna dump it all in this dish, cover it with foil, and get it into the oven. So I'm gonna start with the orzo. This is a gluten-free orzo, but any orzo will work. I'm not greasing the pan because there's gonna be lots of liquid in here and we don't need to worry about anything sticking. Single layer right on the bottom. The next, I'm gonna add in about a tablespoon of Italian seasoning blend. Just a nice thin layer over the top. Next, I'm gonna do sun-dried tomatoes, just a whole bag, and just spread them out evenly so that they're, when we go to scoop this out, everybody gets a little bit. Okay. The next thing that we're gonna add in is actually the chicken. I did cut this up. You could do chicken breasts, probably 3 or 4 small ones. But I decided to cut this up so that 1, it would bake a little bit faster, and 2, you get nice bite-sized pieces once it has cooked. So I'm just gonna spread this into 1 layer right here. Out of the fridge, we're gonna do a box of spinach, and what we're gonna do is add this now and then add the liquid on top. That way, as it bakes, it will melt underneath of the sauce, essentially. It's all really gonna mix together, but you'll see. I am going to use as much of this box as I can. We also have to be able to cover this. The liquid will go under and around this, but I probably will end up using about 4 ounces of this. And again, the spinach is gonna cook down and shrink. We are going to give it a stir as it's baking. I will explain all that in a second. So that is that. That's probably about 4 ounces of that box. Okay, I'm gonna pour the tomato sauce. This is just basic tomato sauce to give it a really nice, hearty, and flavorful base, and I'm gonna just rinse it with a touch of water. That's maybe a tablespoon of water. The chicken will release a little liquid, and the liquid that we're adding in here is gonna get absorbed by the orzo, and it's gonna be a beautiful sauce. I'm gonna add a splash of lemon juice to this chicken stock, just to brighten things up a smidge. And then I'm gonna pour this carefully all around the dish. And then I'm gonna give it just a really simple, this is 2 cups by the way, a really simple sort of stir through. I'm using the bouillon base. It will all incorporate and melt together as it cooks. But that will do. All right, this spinach is trying to escape. So you can see how the spinach has already started to come down a little bit as the, okay, I'm just gonna do a little of this all the way around, just to make sure there aren't any pockets of air in here because of all of this spinach being very dimensional here. All right, I've got my oven on 400. What we're gonna do, yeah, I can see there's some little pockets down in the middle here. Okay. Foil. What we're gonna do is we're going to cover this with foil. We're gonna bake at 400 for 25 minutes. If you're leaving a whole chicken breast in here, I would do maybe 35 minutes. And then we're gonna take the foil off, stir the spinach in with everything, and then bake it for another 15 minutes. So with these chicken bites, 25 plus 15 is about 40 minutes total. If you're doing chicken breasts, 35 plus 15 is gonna be about 50 minutes total. Of course, cook it until the chicken is cooked through. All right, let's get this. Because I really want this to not release any liquid so that orzo will cook nicely, I'm gonna cover this really tightly with this foil. Okay, let's get this into the oven. Okay, our dinner has been in the oven for 25 minutes, and now it is time to mix the spinach in with everything else. I'm just gonna give it a gentle turnover, and then I'm gonna flatten everything back into an even layer. I can see that some of the chicken isn't completely cooked through, which is why we are putting it back in the oven for another 15 minutes. If you're working with chicken breast, cook it until the chicken is cooked through. And there it is, all finished baking. The last thing that I am going to do is give it a little creaminess. We're just gonna add in some heavy cream, just drizzle over the top, and then again, incorporate it like you see I'm doing here, and then it is going to be ready. From here, if you wanted to add a little cheese garnish, you could. Some mozzarella would be fantastic, or even just some grated Parmesan would be really great. Just top it onto each bowl as you go to serve it. This is such an easy and delicious dinner, super low maintenance, and it's perfect for any busy weeknight for you and your family to enjoy. This Tuscan chicken dump bake is ready to go. I'm gonna go grab some Parmesan cheese, sprinkle a little bit on top. Some fresh basil would also be delicious. And you can find the recipe down below the video. And while you're looking for that, go ahead and like the video and subscribe to our channel. We have more great cooking videos coming out soon. With that, dinner is served. Hope you enjoy.